Hello guys, welcome back to the Free Hammers, and it's me introducing it for a change. Paul was so angry last night, we agreed for once we're actually going to do a review together because it's got that bad, and it really has. It has got that bad. And Paul said, mate, let me join you for the review this week.
Some things to get off my chest.
Mate, I'll tell you what, we'll let you get it off your chest first before we go into the game.
Oh, mate, I just don't even know. There was just so much wrong last night. It was unbelievable. And what makes it worse was that was pretty much our best team on the pitch.
Mate, starting lineup.
Yeah,
we was all buzzing. Lee was texting from Belarus saying, "What an attacking lineup!"
That was the lineup everyone wanted to see. But there's so many things. And when we go more into detail in the game, I'm sure we'll go into it more. But there was so many things we did wrong in that match. We were still playing as if Andy Carroll was on the pitch. We looked slow. We looked unfit. We looked like we didn't know what to do. Our players were so far apart from each other.
Yeah.
You had players like Arnautovic just walking around doing nothing. It was really bad. And I said last night, I'm pretty sure we said in the podcast just gone. Slav looked like he might have been turning it round. No, it's gone. I love Slav, and he looked gutted.
Dead man walking last night.
Yeah, he looked like, seeing him on the sidelines last night, he looked like he was going to cry, and I genuinely felt gutted for him. I do. I feel gutted for Slav, but it's not working. It's not working, and it's time to just draw a line under it, say, that's it. It's time to move on, because it's going to just get worse.
There was, watching a couple of West Ham fan channels this morning, there was a point in the game, I think they said Brighton had 30 passes and none of them pressure on the ball from us.
It was ridiculous.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
We were just terrible. I mean, I see a lot of people as well saying after the first goal, by the way, I was just about to text you on 10 minutes. I had the text ready. I was going to text you on 10 minutes saying that is the most boring 10 minutes of football I've ever seen in my life. And then obviously they scored in just before 10 minutes. But that genuinely was. It was the most boring football I've ever seen. There was no urgency. There was no desire to press. There was no movement. There was nothing. It was just the ball kept going out for throw-ins. Throw-in after throw-in after throw-in for the first 10 minutes. And then a lot of people were saying after the first goal, we were all over them. We looked really good. No, we didn't.
We looked better.
No, we didn't, mate. They sat back and let us come, and we had nothing. In that entire period, we had one shot on target, which was from 30 yards out from Obiang. In that entire period where everyone was saying, we look really good, we were on top, all that pressure, we did nothing with it. Nothing.
Yeah. No. We just don't know what to do. When a team sets up, a well-organised team, which credit to Brighton, they were very well organised, we just don't know what to do.
No.
And they throw bodies at the ball, Brighton, as well. Absolutely throw bodies. That's exactly what we should be doing. Why is it only the Tottenham game, the Man United game, the Man City game, the Chelsea game that players decide they want to do that?
Yeah.
You watch at Wembley next week, all of a sudden they'll have this new energy and stuff because it's at a big stadium. Let's go through the lineup, mate, very quickly. Obviously, Hart-winning goal, Zabaleta, Reid, Font, Masuaku, Obiang Chiati, Antonio, Lanzini, Arnie, and Chica. Like you say, mate, on paper, I know games are not played on paper, but that is what we wanted to see.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Man for man, across the pitch, we were better than them. Do you know what I mean? That's probably our best team. It's probably our best lineup. And it was just this is obviously this review is going to be talking a lot about Slav as well, but if he can't get a decent performance out of that starting 11, there's no hope.
Yeah, that team should not be getting banged 3-0.
No,
it shouldn't. It shouldn't be getting banged 3-0. They lined up Ryan, Bruno again. This is a comment that Lee sent us, didn't he, last night? Bruno, what is he, 35 years old? Not at one point did Slav go, let's switch Antonio over to that side.
Mate, I think he's 37. They said during commentary he's the oldest outfield player in the Premier League. Yeah.
And not once did Slav think, you know what, let's chuck Antonio over there and see whether he can bully him a bit.
Yeah.
Because Arnautovic, like you say, mate, What comments do you have on Arnautovic?
He's completely uninterested. He's completely uninterested. He's just not willing to do any running. He's not. Like you said it yourself, mate. He thinks he's Latin, and he does. He just sort of stands around and expects things to come to him and things to happen. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't. Like, I don't know. I don't know what he does. He don't really take players on. He can't really put in a decent cross. What does he do?
No. Gary Neville said it, or it was either Gary Neville or Carragher said it. You've probably read the quote yourself already, mate, this morning. He said, there's only one man I've played with that could afford to not run back, and that is Ronaldo, and that man scored 40 goals a season. He goes, Arnautovic thinks he's Ronaldo, and that is the problem.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah, just very, very, very poor. I was pleased to see... Sorry?
Hernandez was poor, but again, no service.
No service. If you look, the only time we looked like scoring, the only time we looked even close to scoring was when Obiang put that through ball for him, and he was just offside.
Yeah.
Like that's the service that Hernandez needs. So why did we just do it once and then go back to just punting balls into the box?
Yeah, once you see it worked, why didn't we try it again?
Why did we just say, all right, okay, now we're just going to hit balls into the box to Hernandez? Why? To Hernandez, and then later on Ayew, and then like our tactics. What happened? Kouyaté ended up playing up front for about 5 minutes.
Yeah. At one point, he did put him up there. Yeah.
For about 5 minutes, Bilic must have said, right, Kouyaté, I want you up front next to Hernandez, and then he must have changed his mind and said, no, come back into attacking midfield. Oh no, wait, go to midfield. Oh wait, no, go to CDM. What is he doing? I'm sorry. I love Slav. I do. I really like him. He seems like a really great bloke, but he's just gone. He's lost the plot. He has lost the plot.
It's like when I first did some managing with a school team. Like it's like that. Like a real inexperienced manager. Like, oh, you mate, you go over there. Oh no, I don't want you there. You go there. And oh, that ain't working. Oh, I'm going to sub him on there and put the goalkeeper up front. Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like at the minute.
I know.
Like the key words that keep ringing around, mate. You say it, all of Twitter are saying it. There's no identity, there's no team, and there's no game plan. It's all individuals, and these individuals at the moment don't want to play properly.
No. You sort of feel like I know. The whole sort of as he lost the dressing room, the players are not playing for him at the minute. They're not. I think they know that he's a dead man walking. They know if he don't go before the end of the season, he's gone at the end of the season anyway. I just don't think they care anymore. I really don't. The only player on that pitch last night that looked like he cared was Zabaleta.
Zabs, yeah.
He was the only player on that pitch that looked like he cared last night.
Yeah. X has come out today and said that it's been going on for a while. He's kept it quiet. That a lot of fringe players are causing upset at the club anyway. If that is the case, I don't know. I think you do need to get rid of Slav now because it seems to be happening quite a lot.
Yeah.
Through his whole tenure, even the last year at Upton Park with Amalfitano and people like that. I don't know. This guy, he holds grudges, and then I don't know. I think he's upset too many people as well now as well.
Yeah. Just poor.
Rumours are, mate, that there is another board meeting today for him to be given 3 games probably. We've heard it all before. Twitter absolutely exploded last night after the game. If this is the board meeting, the board for me need to have some balls now and go, that's it.
Yeah.
Goodbye. He should have went last night. In my opinion, he should have went last night. He's not going to walk because there's too much money in football now. But what do you think? Like, they should go. He should go.
Yeah, 100%, mate. 100%. Like, if he don't go now, I just don't know. If he doesn't go now, why should the fans keep turning up every week? Why should the fans keep turning up to watch that? For
me, Sullivan is. But if he sits him out to the end of the season and nothing improves and we're just teetering above relegation or even floating back in, for me, it's just like Sullivan's going to say, "Yeah, I'll accept that we may get relegated." But basically, that is what. I don't know. I don't know, mate.
It's a joke. It is a joke, like you say, mate. I mean, he's not going to walk. They need to sack him. The scary thing is I don't think they will. I don't.
No. Did you see Sullivan's interview on Sky Sports
before the game
with Gary Neville?
Yeah, and he said, he's got a 3-year contract, not a 1 year, not a 2 year. He deserves to see out the 3 years.
But basically, sort of admitted that he probably won't get a contract at the end of the season.
Yeah, I mean it's and then Slav in his post-match interview said he takes full responsibility. The board will do what they do. It's up to them. It's their decision. He knows. Slav knows that he should be sacked. He knows that he should be sacked. It's as if he's basically saying to Sullivan, "Yeah, go on, mate. Go on, sack me." I
think we're the only club that don't sack. Sullivan even admitted himself as well in that interview. He said, because Gary Neville went about sacking, and he was like, "Oh yeah, the stats do say if you sack a manager, you probably end up with another sort of 3 to 6 points a season because of that change of momentum." He's admitted it himself.
Yeah.
So why not do it? Why not do it?
That 3 to 6 points could be the difference between staying up or going down.
That's right, mate. Yeah.
Like last night, I worked out. I'm pretty sure I sent it to you. I can't remember the exact numbers now, but last night I actually went through West Ham's last 38 league games, and over our last 38 league games, so that's a full season, we got 43 points. So that 3 to 6 points could be massive if we carry on.
We've been down on that. We've gone down.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
That.
If we carry on in that kind of form, and towards the end of the season, if it looks more and more likely that everyone knows his Slav's gone anyway, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. That 3 to 6 points could be massive.
For me as well, mate, because West Ham have this arrogance about them, and I know we're West Ham fans, but let's be honest, West Ham players have this arrogance about them that if it was to get to March, April, May, and Slav's still there, we're still in this predicament, I don't think them boys have got a fight in them. I don't think, not like you can imagine Huddersfield and teams like that, because it's their chance in the Premier League, getting up for it, and then probably we fall at the cost of them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know, mate, 100%. And like you say, if you look at the players that's in our team, if you look at that starting 11 that played last night, the majority of those players know that even if West Ham get relegated, they don't care. It doesn't mean nothing to them. They'll walk into another club. Do you know what I mean?
That starting 11 last night was a top 8-11. Easy, a top 8-11.
Yeah. But the fact that, and yes, I know there's all board interference and buying players that he didn't wanted, and they're individuals not bought to play as a team. Yeah, all right, that's fair enough. But at the end of the day, it's Slav's job to organise the team and to get them playing and to get them motivated. That's what he's paid for. That's his job. What did they do in training all week? Why do we look so unfit?
Not fit.
Yeah, why do we look so unfit? Why do we look so slow? Why do we look like we don't know how to break teams down? Like I said, I was watching the game last night, and every time we got the ball, the gap between our midfield, so the gap between Obiang and Kiarte and our forward players was massive. So there was no way we could do anything. That is why we end up passing sideways and backwards, because the gap between midfield and attack is so big. And then what happens is we end up trying to pass it to the forwards, and it just gets intercepted because it's too big a distance.
Yeah, and with the sub bench as well, mate. Obviously, Hernandez wasn't working out. Who did he bring on? Ayew to play up front. Like, again, this is what we talked about in the podcast. What is wrong with putting Tony Martinez on the bench to bring on?
You're right, mate.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. Like the fact when you end up pushing Kiarte up front is like, yeah, it's a joke. Martinez should have been on the bench, 100%. I did see a thing last night on Knees Up Mother Brown. It was one of the mods posted it. Basically said that he's heard from 3 different people now that apparently we can't play. Like Slav's been told not to pick Martinez because if he plays, we have to pay. We have to pay money.
And that's the joke. That's a joke. Again, so, what are the fans turning up for?
I know, yeah. So yes, you can blame the board for poor signings, for not backing the manager, for not getting him the players he wants. Yes, you can blame the board, but you can't not blame Slav. You can't. You know, Golden Sullivan ain't the one running training every week.
No.
It's just...
Just to finish, mate, let's go through the game. Let's go through the goals quickly. Before the game, it's just to make us laugh. Before the game, we did see 15 games without a goal. Mr. Murray, actually got a very good record against West Ham, which I didn't know before that as well. We both joked, mate, let's bang 100 quid on him to score any time. Boom, 12 minutes. What was it? I think it was 12th minute, wasn't it?
It was around the 10th minute,
yeah. Gross free kick, really good ball in. We just fell asleep, and he's headed it in for 1-0. Poor. Could have put your whole house on it. Whole house on Murray to score then.
Yeah. It was, I don't know, I had to go to work last night, so I didn't actually see the all the post-match things and that, so I haven't really seen the goal again that much. I'm looking forward to actually watching Match of the Day tonight and seeing it again. But I don't know who was supposed to be marking him. Some people were saying it was Reed, but then maybe it wasn't Reed's man. I don't know who was supposed to be.
There was like a gap between Antonio and Reed, and he just managed to sort of weave his way in there. It was a weird one.
Yeah.
Go on, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, no. I was just going to say, like, it was just, like you say, mate. It was just poor. Just everyone fell asleep. No one was really picking up, and just poor.
And then 46 minute, obviously, I don't know. It was a good goal. It was a cracking goal, but they're saying that Hart should have done better. A bit too flat-footed on it. And then at 2-0 for me, game over, mate. Because we have not got 3 goals in us at all.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Someone else actually texted me saying they got, when we went 1-0 down, they put a bet on in play for us to come back and win. And I was like, yeah, I don't know about that, mate. That was another stat that Sky kept showing last night as well. That of all the games that we've gone behind under Slav, I think it was 30-something games, and we've lost 24 of them, something like that. Like we don't come back from behind. 1-0 down.
Goals.
Sorry,
5 goals in the first half at the London Stadium.
Yeah,
in nearly a season and a bit now. And 2 of them were at Watford.
The stats,
game we lost 4-2.
Mate, the stats are shocking. Again, if you look, I saw a stat last night. I can't remember where I see it. It was probably on these at Mother Brown, but it was. It was Sky. It was Sky, and they said that we've conceded 3 or more goals in a game. I don't know, in however many games this season, like 4 or 5 times. It says to get that same amount of games where we've conceded 3 or more goals, you would have to go back to 115 game period. And we've done it in like 20 odd. Do you know what I mean? It's like the stats. Again, I understand everyone wants to defend Bilic because he's a nice guy and he gets West Ham, but the stats don't lie. The stats don't lie. And our stats are appalling. They're appalling right now.
And obviously, mate, it wouldn't be a West Ham game without a penalty against us. It was Zabaleta. Just a tired challenge at the end. Apart from that, he was our best player.
Yeah, gutted for him. Because you could tell, like, when he conceded the penalty and when the penalty went in, he looked absolutely devastated. And I was gutted for him because he didn't deserve that. Like you say, mate, he was the best player on the pitch. He was the only player who looked like he cared. He didn't deserve that. But, yeah, 3-0 and just abysmal.
I'm hoping, mate, by the next podcast we're here, or I'm hoping that I've made a video before then, or you've made a video before then saying that Slav has been sacked today. I really hope I come back with a video this weekend saying he's gone. Can't see it myself. It's not good, mate. We when we sort of did a preview for the month, we said 7 points minimum. Cannot reach 7 points now. The most we can reach is 4,
which is terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. In a month that really was banker month.
Yeah.
Brighton, Burnley, Palace.
Mate, and I'll tell you said it yourself, and I agree, mate. Palace will beat us.
They will.
Palace will beat us, and that'll be, from those games, that'll be 1 point. And it, like, the thing that worries me is if we hold on, we'll hold on.
What you don't, sorry, mate, just before you say that, what I don't want is the Spurs game. If we win that on Wednesday, I don't want these tainted claret and blue sunglasses again.
Mate, that's literally what I was about to say, mate. I was literally about to say that. I was like, if that's the worry, is that if we hold on, we beat Tottenham, then it's, oh, right, now we can give him another 5-6 games, give him another month. It's, no, I'm sorry. it's time. It's time. It's time to go. It's time to go.
It is time, mate. It is. Sorry to bring you such a sad video, guys. It's nice to have Paul on a review, though, for once. Until the podcast, guys, or hopefully a video later in the day to say that he has been sacked. Keep believing if you can. Come on, your eyes. Let's go.
Cheers.